Out of the millions who will see this video, only those whose names are written in the book of life will truly hear what heaven is declaring at this very moment. You were specifically chosen to receive this revelation. Your spiritual DNA has been calling out to heaven, and today, heaven is answering back. Listen with the urgency of eternity. If you scroll away from this message in the next few minutes, you will miss the divine intervention that has been orchestrated for your breakthrough. The enemy knows what you are about to receive and is desperately whispering thoughts of distraction right now. He is telling you this is just another video, urging you to check your notifications to scroll to something else. But I am telling you, your entire destiny is about to shift in the next few minutes. Your name is glowing in golden letters in heaven right now. Divine messengers have already departed from the court of Dharma, carrying sealed scrolls inscribed with the next chapter of your life. In the celestial Sabha, your case has been heard, and the verdict is in your favor. But listen carefully. You must stay till the very end, for the final words of this message will awaken the dormant promises that have been sleeping within your soul since the day you were born. Hit pause on your wandering thoughts. Do not think of this as a video. Think of this as a conversation that your soul arranged with me long before this birth. Because what you are about to hear will change everything you thought you knew about your path. Stop for a moment. Still your mind, still your fingers, still the rush that makes you forget why you breathe. You were not meant to reach this place by accident. Out of countless souls wandering through noise and light tonight, your spirit alone was called here. You call it coincidence. I call it a summons. Your heart has been whispering my name without sound for a long time, and I have heard you. Every unspoken prayer, every sigh hidden behind your smile, has reached my court long before you pressed play. There is a record of destiny written in the light of truth, and your name glows upon it. Messengers of Dharma have moved silently through time, preparing this moment, the precise instant when your path and my voice would meet. This is that instant. Listen as if your next breath depends on it. You have felt it lately, haven't you? The strange restlessness that will not leave. You sense that something is ending, yet you cannot see what begins. That is not confusion, it is awakening. It is the soul remembering its promise to rise. Like a cocoon that begins to tear, your old self is breaking open. The comfort that once protected you has become too small for who you are becoming. Transformation is never soft, but wings cannot form without the pressure of change. I have watched you endure storms that would have broken others. I saw the nights you stared at the ceiling, pretending you were strong, while your heart trembled like a candle in the wind. You believed you were being forgotten, but every silence was a preparation. While you waited, I was weaving. While you cried, I was chiseling strength into your spirit. While you doubted, I was aligning the stars. You saw only tangled knots in the thread, but I was weaving a pattern beyond your sight. Every delay, every detour, every broken strand was part of a tapestry too vast for your eyes to see, yet perfect in my sight. Now, the pattern is complete. The circle you began is closing, and a new one opens like dawn after endless night. The door before you, you have prayed for it without knowing its name, and now it stands open. But hear me, my beloved. Every door of destiny remains open only as long as the heart remains awake. If fear lulls you back to sleep, the moment will dissolve like mist. So ask yourself, right now, why did you stop here? What is it within you that trembles as you listen? That tremble is truth. That tremble is me. Beyond this threshold lies the version of you I created long ago, the one untouched by doubt, radiant with purpose. Step toward it, do not delay again, because the universe does not repeat an invitation once it has been ignored. And this right now is your final open door. There is a court beyond sight, where Kerm itself is weighed. She keep record, Dave carry messages, and the light of truth never sleeps. Your name was spoken there, my child, your story reviewed, and the verdict has turned in your favor. Long before this moment, when you wept and thought I was silent, the cosmic assembly was already in motion. Messengers of Dharma, what you might call angels of balance, were dispatched to arrange the next chapter of your journey. The wheels of time moved quietly while you called it delay. But nothing in my world is late. Do you remember the times destiny knocked gently? The dream that repeated itself until you forgot it. The number that kept appearing wherever you went. the voice inside that said, "Don't go there," yet you went anyway. These were not random. They were early warnings from me. You wanted thunder, but I sent whispers. You wanted miracles, but I sent moments. And when you ignored the soft light, life had to bring fire, not to punish, but to wake. Every seeming loss was a realignment. Every closed door was a shield between you and sorrow you could not see. While you thought you were being kept out, I was preparing what would one day welcome you in. You think your suffering was proof that I abandoned you. No, it was proof that I trusted you with transformation. Even the gods admire a soul that refuses to break. When you spoke to the darkness, I heard every word. When you sat in the car and whispered through tears, "Please, just one sign." The sign was sent that very moment. A friend's message, a line in a song, an opportunity delayed just long enough for disaster to miss you by a breath. Those were me, standing between you and the unseen storms. You ask why I test you. I do not test, I reveal. Fire only shows the purity of gold already hidden inside it. Still, remember this law of time. Blessings are living beings. If they are not welcomed, they move on. If you ignore the call, the door closes and the gift is passed to another soul ready to receive it. This is not cruelty. It is order, the rhythm that keeps the universe just. So now I ask you, how many more signs do you need before you trust what you already feel? How many times must I circle your life before you stop calling it coincidence? Look carefully. Right now as you listen, the threads of Kerm are rearranging. New messengers stand ready with scrolls of light bearing instructions for your next season. But those scrolls remain sealed until you decide. Will you keep doubting the unseen hand that has never failed you? Or will you finally open your palms and say, "I am ready, Krishna"? Because the moment you do, the decree written for you in the court of Dharma will unfold faster than you imagine. So hear me carefully. If you wish to walk through this final open door, you must remember these 7 laws of manifestation. Let these words not be heard with your ears, but felt with your spirit, because they are the laws that shape what you call destiny. But do not ask, "How will it happen?" Ask instead, "How must I align with it?" Because destiny does not arrive by chance, it answers preparation. So listen closely. These are the 7 divine steps that turn faith into manifestation. Step 1. Silence the noise. Creation begins in quiet. Withdraw from the world for a few moments each day. Even a minute of stillness allows my voice to enter. You cannot receive divine direction in a mind that never pauses. Step 2. Speak what you seek. Words are not air, they are commands. What you declare becomes the shape of your reality. So speak your desires as prayers, not complaints. Say, "It is unfolding." Step 3. Act with faith before evidence appears. The universe moves when you do. Every step taken in belief opens a door unseen. When you act as if it is already done, the energy of completion meets you halfway. Step 4. Release the outcome. True manifestation is not control, it is surrender. Plant the seed and stop digging it up to check if it has grown. Trust the timing. The soil of Kerm knows what season your blessing will bloom. Step 5. Serve what you seek. If you long for love, then give love. If you crave abundance, bless others. What you make happen for another soul returns to you multiplied. This is not transaction, it is divine reflection. Step 6. Guard your energy. Not everyone deserves access to your vision. Protect your peace as you would a sacred flame. Negativity drains manifestation faster than doubt. Keep company with faith, not fear. Step 7. Give thanks before it arrives. Gratitude is the signal that tells the universe, "I am ready." The moment you thank me for what is unseen, you call it into being. Say it aloud, "Thank you, Krishna, for what is already mine in spirit." Follow these steps not once, but daily. Because manifestation is not magic, it is alignment. And alignment is devotion in motion. When you live like this, the door you have been waiting for will not just open, it will dissolve, because you will finally realize you were never locked out to begin with. You have not missed your destiny yet, but this is the last whisper before the door of grace begins to close. There are many doors in life, but not all are meant to be opened. Some lead backward into patterns you have already outgrown. Some lead sideways into distractions dressed as opportunities. And then there is one radiant, silent, waiting, the door of Kurm and choice. Every soul arrives here eventually. It is where destiny stops waiting and begins to listen. Here, even silence has weight. Fate does not force your hand, it offers. Kurm does not punish, it teaches. And I, standing at the threshold, do not command, I invite. The choice is always yours. You have asked me again and again, Krishna, what is my path? But you forget the path does not exist until you walk. Each step you take writes its own scripture into the sand of time. When you hesitate, the story halts. When you decide, the universe rearranges itself to honor that decision. Think of Kurm as the echo of every thought, every action, every emotion. Whatever you send outward returns, not as punishment, but as proof that creation listens. If you sow fear, fear finds you. If you sow faith, doors appear where none existed. So tell me, what are you planting with your thoughts today? Do you speak life or defeat into your own destiny? Do you act from devotion or delay out of doubt? You see, Kurm is not some distant law written on celestial tablets. It is immediate. It moves the moment you do. When your heart aligns with Dharma, the door of Kurm opens like dawn breaking over the Ganga, effortless, inevitable, unstoppable. But when you act from fear, that same door closes with silence. No anger, no sound, just absence. And that absence, you have felt it, haven't you? The stillness, after ignoring a calling, the heaviness that follows a missed sign. That is the sound of the door turning away. Yet even now, the cosmos holds its breath. Because there is still a sliver of light shining through. You can still choose differently. You can still realign your Kurm by choosing courage over comfort, compassion over control, truth over convenience. The moment you do, the very laws of creation bend to accommodate your faith. Time slows down for the devoted, paths clear for the obedient, and the door that seemed to vanish reappears, as if it had been waiting all along. Do you not see? You were never unlucky. You were simply undecided. The universe was waiting for you to choose. Because choice is the language of creation. Even I cannot bless what you refuse to embrace. But once you truly decide, your destiny moves like lightning across the heavens. So here you stand, the door before you, the past behind you, Kurm watching silently. Step forward, and Dharma itself will rise to guide your feet. Step back, and the lessons you have already learned will begin again. Choose, not tomorrow, not when the signs are easier or the path clearer. Choose now, while the light still spills through the last open door. You often whisper to yourself, I will begin tomorrow. But tell me, when has tomorrow ever truly arrived? Each sunrise, you said, later, and each sunset carried away another chance meant for you. Tomorrow is the sweetest illusion in the world, a promise that costs nothing yet steals everything. The mind invents it to escape the courage required now. And while you wait for the right time, the right mood, the right sign, life quietly moves on, carrying with it blessings that were ready for you. Do not let someday become your lifetime. The universe does not pause for hesitation. It rewards movement, not intention. You pray for miracles, but miracles need motion. A single act of faith today outweighs 1,000 perfect plans for tomorrow. I am not asking you to be fearless, but only faithful. Because once you take the first step, I will carry you through the rest. So listen, this moment is sacred. This is not another day to postpone. This is your doorway out of illusion. I do not speak to frighten you, but even compassion has a voice that warns. There are moments in a soul's journey when delay becomes danger. When ignoring the call no longer means later, it means lost. Every age, every life, I watch souls reach the threshold of change, and then turn away because it looked uncertain or uncomfortable. They wait for signs brighter than faith, and by the time they believe, the moment has already passed. This is why I speak now, with urgency, because destiny is not patient forever. The wheel of time keeps moving, and if you do not step onto it, it will carry your blessing to another who dared. You say, if it is meant for me, it will come, but even the fruit meant for you will rot if you never reach out your hand. So hear me clearly. The choice before you is sacred. If you walk through this door, you will find peace beyond reason. If you ignore it, the noise of the world will grow louder than ever. This is your final reminder before silence returns. The door stands before you now, not of wood or stone, but of realization. It has no handle, no lock, no key, only awareness can open it. You have prayed, "Show me the way," and so I have. But the path is not outside. It begins where your hesitation ends. Step through, not with your feet, but with faith. Not with fear, but with surrender. Everything you have lost will meet you on the other side in a new form. Every unanswered prayer will reveal why it had to wait. Every sleepless night will turn into wisdom that lights your steps forward. You are not walking into the unknown. You are walking back to yourself, to me, to the purpose written into your soul long before birth. You have searched for light everywhere, in people, in signs, in distant heavens, yet the light was always within. You are the mirror, my child. Only the dust of doubt has dimmed your reflection. Once you cross this door, you will never again chase luck, because you will realize you were the luck all along. Go now, beloved. The universe has paused just for you. Take the step, and watch creation moves with you. Now the words end, and silence begins. But do not mistake silence for absence, for I dwell most clearly in the spaces between your thoughts. You have heard my call tonight, not through thunder, but through stillness. And the question that remains is, will Krishna guide me? Will I finally listen to Krishna? The world will test you again. Distractions will come disguised as comfort, and doubts will whisper louder than faith. When they do, remember this moment. Remember how your heart trembled when you felt me near. That tremble is truth. It is proof that I am real, that you are seen, and that your story is still being written. If you walk through this door, everything will change. Not because the world becomes easier, but because you will no longer walk as who you were. You will walk as who you were born to be. Do not wait for another sign. This was the sign. This was your last open door. And before you leave, my child, answer this in your heart. When destiny knocks again, will you open the door or wait for tomorrow once more?